It's the pool company sinking, taking down its customers too. They forked out thousands, and what did they get? Some had their backyards destroyed, others got nothing at all. While the bloke who sells the pools drives around in a Bentley.
It's the Aussie dream. Or is it? They call themselves Dreamtime, but it sounds more like a
nightmare time.
He's taken a lot of money from a lot of people and no one has anything to show for it.
And so for 3 months we've just had a hole that's been collapsing and gathering water.
And it's cost these families a small fortune.
$39,875.
Just over 71,000.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, look, it's a lot of money and it's devastating.
73-year-old Douglas Constable sells the pools, but his customers say all his company's given them a wave of excuses.
I would say they don't know me.
Doug's company, Dreamtime Pools and Spas, has gone into liquidation, leaving 50 Victorian families drowning in debt.
We paid $40,255 for a collapsing, destroyed backyard.
The idea was that the kids would walk out and see this beautiful pool every morning, and that'd be just a great start to the day for them.
Dana and Rowan Lunn recently moved into their new home near Geelong. It's stunning until you walk outside.
It is a swamp.
They signed their contract with Dreamtime Pools in November 2021.
Very many excuses, lots of different emails, giving reasons for delay.
Retiree Robert Chappell wanted a pool for his 5 grandkids, forking out almost $40,000 for this.
All I've got is a permit, no pool.
Robert paid Dreamtime 3 days before owner Doug Constable went to the liquidators. The company told him,
"It's happening. We have received confirmation of the delivery of your Dreamtime pool."
But the company that makes pools for Dreamtime told Robert,
"It was not made."
Was that an attempt by Dreamtime to make as much money as it could before it went belly up?
I would question that, what he has said.
We've got screenshots of the bank transactions and an invoice sent by Dreamtime on those dates.
Right. Again, I'm not... Yeah. So,
you're the director of the company.
Yeah, right? I'm director of the company. I'm not sort of running around doing the little things. If that is the case, there were deliveries due and we would have been in the normal procedure of ordering the pool and putting it in.
Surely you would have known at that point that something was going to happen.
The answer is no.
My kids are devastated.
Truckie Michael Spiteri took out a loan for his pool that he says he was told would be built in March this year, but the hole hasn't even been dug.
I knew the pool shell people who built my pool, which I got in contact with the owner, right? He laughed. He laughed and said, "You're another one."
Michael says suddenly radio silence from Dreamtime.
No answer. I left voicemail messages.
I've got 3 kids and they were so looking forward to the pool going in. Their friends have been looking forward to the pool going in.
So Sharon Evans paid Doug a visit.
I thought, I've paid $58,000 and I'm going to end up with nothing. My install was November last year.
Yep.
We're looking at May.
Yeah.
6 months.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
This is a recording of their conversation at a cafe when Doug admits not paying the pool supplier.
You've got my money, you're making interest of it, and I've got nothing. It'll be sitting in an account. The pool's been sitting in the holding yard for 75 days because the pool manufacturer had told me that.
Finally, Doug turned up in his Bentley and Sharon got her pool. Problem is, you can't swim in it.
And obviously for all that to be hooked up, so I have got quotes. It'll be around $30,000 to finish off, if not a little bit more.
One of the things I get asked quite often is why do people go bankrupt? What's the common causes?
Doug Constable's no stranger to debt, not because he's a self-proclaimed debt expert.
I've been involved with insolvency for over 30 years.
But because his financial past is as murky as the swamps he's left behind. You've been bankrupted 3 times. You've been...
No, Sam, that's incorrect. That's incorrect.
What's the...
I've been bankrupt once. Twice the bankruptcies were annulled. In other words, the creditors were satisfied.
You've been convicted of financial deception. You're accused of misleading authorities while applying for a liquor licence. Why should people trust you in business?
I've got a very good record of helping a lot of businesses out of difficulty.
Clearly there's money gone somewhere.
They say all they've got from you is excuse after excuse. Anybody would be petrified that they've lost their money. So what are they supposed to do?
That's just the unfortunate thing with the economy at the moment.
Because Doug uses another builder's licence on his pool contracts, these families can't claim insurance.
There seems to be a loophole that we've just fallen into.
Look, I'm not aware of how that works, that part of it, but we're working through that with the builder and the liquidator.
Do you think they should be able to claim insurance?
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, look, it's a lot of money and it's devastating for everyone. It's devastating for everyone.
If one thing's clear, it's Doug doesn't like being called out, threatening clients who talk about their predicaments.
It wasn't us. We have deliberately not made any public statement against the company because we'd heard that people were receiving letters threatening to sue.
Still, Doug wrote to Dana and Rowan,
The company has taken a decision not to install pools for customers who have been publishing negative commentary.
It was a threat.
Absolutely.
Yep.
They've signed a contract though. You have to finish that pool according to the contract, whether they say anything or not.
Yeah. So that wasn't the context of it. We were expending our time, money and effort to do it, and yet behind our back we had an underlying current of people saying, ask for your deposit back, don't do this, don't do that. And we just had enough of the social media circus.
Do you accept though that that could be seen as a blackmail?
Well, it could be, but I suppose it could be. I wouldn't see it as a blackmail.
I've heard you refer to your customers as keyboard warriors. You haven't apologised to
sorry,
them,
Sam.
Some of them who've said
I
some
said
things.
keyboard warriors, not customers. There are certainly some that would fit into that category.
Customers?
Yes, but...
Would you apologise to your customers who feel like they've been let down by the company?
Yeah, look, undoubtedly we have let them down in some ways. But again, we've done everything we can.
Just, please, someone stop this guy.